Through the process of maximizing impact and the StratOp consultation, we saw this amazing thing happen in our church where we really rallied around this one mission. For us, it was connecting people with Jesus. It really brought out this amazing winning culture. Just kind of like a sports team, everyone leaned into their teammates and everybody began to trust each other more. Grace was given more. Just any idea that was for winning souls to Jesus, everybody was for it. And we began to win.
We've seen a lot of growth in our church based on these two tools that we've been able to use. We've seen new families come to Trinity. We've seen people who have been here for years have a renewed energy and a refreshed outlook on ministry and how the church can affect people here, but also in our community. So it has made a complete difference for us. It's been really a complete game changer for the way that we minister to, again, the people here, but also the people in our community.
So maximizing impact was great as a catalyst to move us forward. Gave us a great opportunity to get some really quick wins under our belt and get our congregation used to change so that we could then go into StratOps, which I feel helped us hone in and refocus on some of our vision that we'd already put in place but really needed to focus on, while expanding that vision even further and giving us the tools that we needed to go forward long term rather than just short term.
Maximizing impact, they came in and they were evaluating the health of our church. And a church needs to be healthy to bring in the lost. I feel like that we discount that as pastors. We look at our church and we feel like we need to get everything right here before we can move forward. But sometimes it takes an outside perspective to come in and actually help you get to a healthy place. So I felt like that's what Maximizing Impact did for us. They showed us the areas that we were weak in and the areas we were strong in, and then gave us a prescription, just as a doctor would, gave us a prescription to move forward to get healthy.
I'm 65 years old and I've been coming here for 46 years. So I've been through just about every stage that we've been through as a church. Just a little bit of background on how I got to that change, that heart change that I experienced at Maximizing Impact. When Pastor Johnny came, I have to admit, when he was first introduced, I thought, oh my, he's younger than my kids, and he has a strange hairdo. And how in the world is this going to work for somebody my age? There was a shift in my attitude and a shift in my approach to coming to church. When I heard the word maximizing impact, I'm thinking, oh, here's another church program we're going through. But it wasn't like that at all. I mean, it was very challenging, it was very rewarding, it was very eye-opening. Not that we ever did anything wrong before or bad, but we were so centered on what we did for us and what we did inside the building. And Johnny's complete focus was taking Christ to people outside the building.
From the very get-go, we've been through an excruciating amount of change. It's been a lot. When I came here, the church wasn't quite as healthy as we had all hoped, and so there was a lot of things that had to take place for us to really move forward in reaching people and seeing the church grow, seeing our average age, demographic drop. There was just a lot of things that had to take place. And so at our first district conference with Mark Gorvette, he mentioned this investment in church revitalization, and he mentioned maximizing impact. And it was one of those things that I knew we needed, but I didn't really want to admit it. And so I kind of began this internal journey in trying to figure things out. We had been through so much already, and I was trying to figure out where that all fit for me. I wanted our church to grow, but I was kind of arrogant, I guess, at the place where I still wanted some of the credit. Leading up to Maximizing Impact, I was doing a lot of praying, a lot of soul searching, and I began to decide for the first time in my ministry what really mattered to me. Over the course of the weekend, our whole team began to rally around that same thought, and it was really beautiful to see because it solidified it in all of our souls that this was what we exist for. And so we started going through the process, and it wasn't easy. we all had to get on board, and we did. It was great. Team culture. We come together. We all wanted to see people who were lost come to know Jesus. And so we kind of birthed this idea that we are all about connecting people with Jesus. So we began to see again what God was calling us to do from the get-go. So through all of this, we're learning that we're not really becoming something different. We're becoming who we were always meant to be.